Love it girls across the nation that'll eat this up. And I know that it's just over, could you battle it up? Get down to the...
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brendan here from Beast Gaming, and today we got a great Call of Duty video for you. I'm a little late on this. I know it's been a couple days since the new patch came out, but we're just going to go through a little bit what the update was about with the buffing of a couple weapons and nerfing of the sniper rifles, which is going to be a huge impact on the guys that like to quickscope. Anyways, let's get started into this. First thing we're going to talk about is the SMGs. They first buffed the aim down sight time, so I mean you're a little quicker now, and they updated the sprint times. So I mean now you can really do the running gunning like the old Call of Duties, like World at War and COD 4 and WW2 and all that. Thing I noticed most about the SMGs is that the MP40, they reduced the recoil on it, and that gun is amazing now. I mean, it really puts up a fight against the PPSH, and that was the Sledgehammer's main goal, was to try to get more people to use a different gun besides the PPSH and give other pro competitive players another weapon to use. Next thing we're going to talk about is the rifles. They buffed the aim down sight on the rifles as well, just so they can compete with all the other rifles like the BAR and the STG and all that. Two of the weapons that really made an impact on this would be the M1A carbine and the SVT40. They really took the recoil down on it, and they added a magazine size to a couple of the rifles. So in this gameplay, I believe I switched over to the SVT after a while, but right now I'm using STG40. So now let's talk about the snipers, and that is the biggest thing about this patch is the snipers got nerfed again. It's a very slight nerf compared to what it was before, but they changed the aim down sight for the Kar 98 and the M1903, which is the two main snipers. So in multiplayer now, you're probably going to be seeing a lot of people use the Lee Enfield. Nobody's going to use a Caravan because everybody knows how good that is. But now let's talk about the LMGs. They buff based on the aim down sight for most of the LMGs here. They're making them so you can compete against people, because there's sometimes, when you're playing and you go up against a guy that's turning the corner with a PPSH and you can't even aim down the sight before they even kill you. I mean, so they're making it a little quicker so you can actually use the LMGs and you can actually win some gunfights for it. So let's talk a little bit about some of the rifles and the SMGs and all that they buffed / nerf. Like I said before in the beginning, the MP40 was the biggest one. They really took the recoil. I mean, there is absolutely no recoil on that thing. I mean, it's beastly now. It's just kind of like the one from World at War. Everybody remembers how good that gun was. So now you're going to be seeing a lot of people using the MP40s now. One of the assault rifles that they nerfed was the FG42. They wanted to nerf the fire rate so the damage output is more in line with other weapons in that class. And another assault rifle that they buffed and nerfed was SVT40. They buffed the recoil, so now it's more manageable to use, and you can win some more gunfights. And it's not like the M1 Grand where you start shooting and it goes about 8 inches above your head. But they also nerfed the hip spread to match the M1 Grands in an effort to decrease the ability to quick kill opponents at closer range. So those are just a few little updates that they did. And they also talking about some of the shotguns. And I know most people just use the combat shotgun because it's the best. I mean, it's got the long range and the power behind it. But the M30 Luftwaffe drilling shotgun, they buffed the damage per pellet to be on par with the recent sawed-off shotgun changes. And they buffed the aim down sight spread to allow the greater accuracy when shooting enemies that are outside the obvious shotgun range. With a toggle action shotgun, they buffed the clip size to 8, which is going to help out a lot. But this update, with all the recents, with the two owners leaving, this update is really going to help the Call of Duty community come back to play World War II. I know a lot of people have been leaving because the game just wasn't what people wanted. And now with this new update with the recoil and all that, making the weapons better and pretty much trying to push away just people using only one gun, it's really going to help. So I think we're going to be seeing some more players come back from playing Fortnite and come back to playing Call of Duty World War II. Just a couple things that, in my opinion, what the Call of Duty community needs. I mean, I wish they would bring back where you could see how many players are online and see what people are in what lobby and what game modes people are playing, so you don't have to sit and wait for a match to start. Well, I hope this kind of informed you guys. If you guys haven't seen the update already, hopefully this helped you guys out a little bit. Like I said, this is going to be a new game, and it's going to be better to play. Have fun.